Yes, because I think I'm not sure if Serena Williams, isn't she also like the, or is she plan? She mentions it, I think,
Yeah,
a
I think
lot.
both of them, last I heard, which and sometimes they'll these figures will be vegan and then for a while and then go back. But the last I
Yeah.
heard, both of the sisters had went vegan, and I
Yes.
know I
Yes.
think Serena, one of the two was the one that went vegan first because she was just had just a lot of negative symptoms that were going on with her,
Mm.
and so there was a trend that's still happening, but that was kind of the early stages of the recent trend of famous people that were going vegan and then sharing it with the world. And so that was that's good. Every time when I see the famous people doing that, that's a good thing. But yeah, Serena, there was a number of. I used to talk about the Bill Clinton. I don't think he's vegan anymore, but he had went vegan for a minute, which that's I don't regardless of what your political beliefs is or whatever, it's just like here's a person that a lot of people admire, and a lot of
Yes.
people hate. Just a lot of people know him. They're just famous,
Yes.
and he had and he was having all these heart attacks and almost died and this kind of stuff, and so he went plant-based and he lost a lot of weight,
Okay.
and that kind of thing. And so that kind of stuff is starting to make the awareness there. So now, when I started practicing the diet, the word vegan wasn't. I mean, people weren't throwing that around. That wasn't really something that people even really knew. And even if you talked about vegetarianism, you would generally just get a real nasty look from somebody where you'd be like, "Oh, I'm vegetarian." Like, but over the past 10 years or so, the vegan thing had started to go mainstream because the
Yes.
market demand. And so you can walk into a store and items will tell you, is it certified vegan or organic and that kind of thing. And
Yeah.
so that's all fairly new. And I think as a result of this transition, because there are a number of people that are going against that, had went against that status quo directive that says now you got to keep promoting the milk, you got to keep promoting the meat. I mean, look at what the beef industry did to Oprah. So they take one of the richest people in the world that's supposed to have so much power, and and because she said that something mildly negative about beef, they took her to court, and it was that big
Wow.
whole and that's the thing. Yeah, people could look that up because that was like a big deal because she actually took her whole show to Texas, and because that was where she had to go to court to defend herself. And yeah, she
Wow.
won the lawsuit, but the point was made that if you speak out against us, the meat industry, if you try to say something negative about us, we're coming for you.
Yeah.
So
Wow.
so for years no one else, people were real cautious about anything that they were saying about meat being bad, and dairy being bad.
Mm.
But like I said, it now with YouTube and Facebook and social media, that that couldn't happen. That kind of thing couldn't happen anymore because now there's so many kind of influencers that are on a smaller scale, but there's a lot of them.
Yes.
They
Yes.
can't sue everybody. They can't say everybody that says something bad about their industry. They can't. They're not going to go through and just try to sue everybody. So, yeah. So that's part of that transition, and that's what
Yeah.
I look at it is we've been transitioning into plant-based living, transitioning back to a more natural lifestyle. And so those of us that are in the position where we're in, that are going down this road, we have to, in my opinion, we have to lead the way and kind of, take that responsibility because it's going to make it easier for our children and our children's children to go down this road
Yes.
because of the work that we're doing.